Thank you for joining me. My name is Elliot. This is Freelance Duck Hunting, and today I'm going to be showing you one of the most iconic freelance duck hunting videos ever made. This is back to season 2. Now, the reason I'm going through some of these season 2 teal hunts is because I honestly believe that they are some of the very best videos that I have put out, and many of you have not seen them. They're buried way back there 5 years ago. So I thought it would be cool to show you some of these teal hunts during teal season and give you my thoughts on them because I just think they're worth looking over again. So before we get to that, real quick, I've got hats. Got this camo, I've got this khaki and coffee. You can get those at the flywayscollective.com. And also, I have been talking a lot about Freelance Hunt Stats, where you can keep track of your hunting adventures. You can do a log, journal, whatever you want to call it, where you can track exactly what happens on all of your hunts. And right now, if you go to patreon.com/freelance duck hunting, you can actually get a 2-for-1 where you can get all the bonus FDH content and Duck Gun podcast as well. I've kind of joined this with Jordan Fromer and the podcast and his channel. It's a really cool place. And with that, you can get the Freelance Hunt Stats full membership as an added bonus. So go and check that out. It's certainly worthy of it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right into this season 2. This one is called, I think, early season opener. So let's go ahead and jump right to it. Check this out. Well, that's sweet of you. Love that quote.
Our scouting went pretty poorly today.
Love that fumbles
Didn't really
quote.
see anything. We'll go out tomorrow and see what's going on because you never know.
Man. Oh, I love that pass right there. Teal over a prairie marsh.
But man, there was just so much quick action. Well, it is the day before opening day, and I've traveled out here west, and we have had a really nice cold front.
So this was an early October hunt. It was the low plains zone opener. And man, when you're dressing like that in October, things are going really well.
And yesterday and overnight, and it is actually in the 30s right now.
30s in
Not been
October.
very many ducks around, and we're gonna go out scouting here and see what's come in. I came down by myself last night, and old Fumbles and my mom are in there, camper, so I slept in there last night, and then good old Danny boy is coming this evening.
This is a Danny Boy special.
Right now, we're still not seeing very much. Get this massive cold front coming in. Where are the birds at?
Well, we saw some at the campsite going along the channel there. That's good news because I hadn't been seeing those the last several days.
We expected to see a bunch.
Yeah, sometimes these pools are just riddled with ducks.
From the looks of it, though, if you're out hunting today, it wouldn't be slim pickings. Well, our scouting went pretty poorly today.
So, migration is weird. The migration is just weird. On this particular, there wasn't many teal down here, and we had this massive cold front come through, 30s in October, and our expectation was there would be teal everywhere, and there just wasn't. And it's so frustrating. And they actually, a lot of times, what will happen is you'll get a cold front, and the birds won't show up until the day after the cold front. A lot of times on the first south wind day, they'll really all of a sudden be there. Other times, the birds will come right in on that front. I've seen times where I've been out hunting and I've hunted until noon, haven't shot a thing. A cold front hits at noon and bam, there's ducks everywhere. Then other times like this, there's the cold front, no birds. But as you see in this one, on the next day when we hunt, there's birds, plenty of birds. So the migration is just a weird thing.
Didn't hardly see anything. We did see a few smoked big ducks on one of the pools this evening, but scouting really went poorly for this cold front, though. Hey, we'll just have to go out tomorrow and see. Maybe we can scratch out a few birds. couple birds each probably would be fine. And this is really fun. We got a couple nights camp out here, and it's gonna be relaxing and a good time.
Nothing better than a duck camp weekend. Nothing better than a duck camp weekend.
Well, new tent, new first time.
Favorite thing in the whole world.
It really isn't starting to fill up very bad. We got these guys over here still. We got a group there, and then a guy at the picnic table that's reserved it. But the camping site's really not loading up very much, so I don't know. We'll see. See what's going on. Look who shows up. Yeah.
There he is.
You know what?
The boy.
Right there is where you killed that poor little possum. Is there any more? Well, let's go look at the luxury suite.
Good old Danny boy.
I mean, this is so... Oh, look at all the flies. Yeah, maybe I should have...
Now that Dan's on this one, let me just... I know I'm going to get a lot of questions about it. Is Dan coming back? Will Dan hunt again? The answer is no. Dan's done. As far as I know, Dan doesn't hunt or fish anymore. Ah, fumblets! Calling me while I'm doing a video. Hold on. Yeah? I'm recording a video. What's up?
Did you buy the rope?
Yeah?
Okay. Bye.
What? Fumblets. Anyway, Dan's done fishing and hunting. I don't know. He just doesn't do it anymore. So, no. Dan's not coming back. I don't anticipate Dan ever being on another FDH video again. He and I still are in contact. We're not on bad terms or anything. He just... I don't know, man. No more Danny boy. So all right, let's get back to it.
The door closed? Holy crap. Whoops.
It's a lot of flies.
Well, I'll try to shoo them out of here. There is so many flies in here. I was in here today and they weren't in here like this. Here.
All right, morning of the hunt.
So we are up nice and early, and there is no moon right now, and the stars are absolutely ridiculous. You're never going to get a better star night in Kansas than this. So we got plenty of time. We're still at the campsite here, so we haven't driven over there yet. But man, we're going to get some stargazing in tonight. This is amazing.
I love pre-hunt.
Guess who forgets the coffee? Sure. We're barely going to be on time anyway.
But guess who made the coffee?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, that's good.
No.
You kind of lack a sense of time. Like, you were going to make eggs, and we're barely going to be on time. We didn't even have close to enough time to make eggs.
I could have made eggs.
Yeah, you could have made eggs, yes.
I can make eggs right here.
So we're at the parking lot. We got the spot we wanted. So we're got all the layout boats.
First one's there.
We're going in. So I was just saying that Nevin came up with an awesome catchphrase, and it's...
Now you're thinking like Dan.
So anytime anyone is thinking of any harebrained idea, the catchphrase is...
Now you're thinking like Dan.
So, like,
Dan always come up with the craziest ideas.
making waders, making a dry bag out of your waders.
Like that.
I'm going to cut this part off, and I'm going to seal this part, and I don't know.
Not gonna work, Dan.
I got a dry bag.
Not gonna work.
Now he's thinking like Dan. A knucklehead. We are in about shin deep water. Well, ankle deep, calf deep water here. And he's going to get some ramens going. Alright, what in the world is this? Oh, it's all blue and moldy. Why is it blue? Because it's...
You know, when Dan whipped out... Now, look at that picture. Raviolis by disgusting pig meat. Skin, big skin. When Dan whipped out this piece of meat, I was absolutely just dumbfounded. That was the funny thing about Dan. You never knew what he was going to do. You never knew what crazy thing was going to come.
Just cut the mold out. What is that? What is that thing?
Oh, it's a bruise.
No, seriously, what is that?
I don't know. I thought it was bacon. You know, the Heim?
It's just like...
The Heim, he...
Look at that. I'm not eating that.
Look, that's the udder. See?
That's the udder?
This actually, in certain cultures, would be called chicharrones.
You call that what you want? That's mold.
That's a bruise.
Dude, that's not a bruise. I'm going to put up a vote. So look to the top right of the screen, and you can vote. Is that a bruise or is that mold? Flip it over. Bruise or mold?
I'm going bruise here.
My vote is going to be mold. I can promise you that.
Let me see. I'll go vote.
So vote on the link that just was up on there and tell us what you think that crap is, because
That's mold.
This is the udder right there.
So I put the vote up. Most people voted mold, but it turns out that's actually a butcher's stamp. And I don't know much about butcher stamps, but maybe it's just like stamp, this meat's okay, it's been processed, I don't know. But it's neither mold or a bruise, it's a butcher's stamp. So it's like ink, I guess. Now this next part, I almost peer pressure Danny into sucking this teat. Almost.
hey, see if you can get any milk out of
All
it.
the grease.
No, I didn't.
Go ahead. See, just give it a try. See if you can get some milk. Go ahead. Come on.
Out its little teeth.
Yeah, do it. See if you can get some milk out of that little teat. Good. Come on. No, with your mouth. With your mouth. Not with your fingers, with your mouth. Come on, man. Do it.
There's no milk in it. There's no milk in it.
Well, try it. Just try it.
No.
Almost.
Oh, Dan, you're sucking at the cow teat.
Yeah, that's a delicious looking snack.
Why would they give you this? Like,
Why would you bring it?
I thought it was bacon.
It said rind on the package. What about rind?
Well,
did you think was bacon?
I don't care. I'm eating it. I swear to God, I'm eating it, and it's gonna taste good, and you're gonna be like, that smells good.
He hardly ate any
You're
of
gonna
it.
say it smells
I get
good.
I've drank a lot of stuff that comes out of cow udders, but I've never actually eaten an udder.
Like,
Actually, Izzy found the majority of that pig teat in the marsh later on the hunt. He didn't hardly eat any of it. He claims he did, but I know he
Cut
didn't.
it out.
I know he didn't.
Are you gonna eat that?
I think not.
Oh yeah.
That's the goods right
I got
there.
my ravioli.
Little Chef Boyardee.
Dan's getting ready to cook himself some pig teeth. Some mildewy pig teeth.
I swear I thought it was bacon. I swear.
It's a mildewy pig teat.
mildewy pig teeth, please. So what you got brewing here, Dan? I noticed there's some pig teat wrapped around the bottom.
That's actually the flame source because the propane's out. We're running out.
As if that pig teat
So a can of gross
would flame enough to be the heat
raviolis
source.
with ramens in it.
with more pig teeth inside.
With more moldy pig teat over here on the side. Are those maggots? Oh no, that's ramens. Thought those were maggots for a second.
Is that moth?
That's like bacon.
Is that the teat?
It's like bacon. It's really good.
Sure, it probably is. So we're pretty much ready to go. We got
Get
about an hour
to
till
the
shooting
hunt.
time.
Teal on a prairie marsh.
Hunting a
Come on
marsh that
now.
normally gets a lot of pressure. Not horrible amounts, but anyway, so far so good. Kicking ducks out of here on our way in. Our scout yesterday that we went on, I made a video of that, and that is over on Patreon. So check the description. I'll leave a link to that. It's actually pretty entertaining. And we're going to have a Q&A coming up.
Just a few minutes before shooting time. And we're getting ducks in the decoys and getting buzzed by ducks. One.
Go get him, Iz.
And we sluiced one. Oh, wow.
I actually lost that one.
Here in front of us. Stay.
Get him, Iz. Izzy's not doing well physically. Izzy's in a bad place right now. Greg has like a little green wing. That's the way you want these teal to do, to come in and sit down. There's Candy. Candy's a good little dog.
Just talk about what's going on. Okay?
All right. Good girl.
You lazing around?
I love that hole.
Backwards, like, yeah. It flips over backwards.
Right now, real quick, I'm going to put up a Freelance Hunt Stats, my data for this particular marsh. That's one thing about Freelance Hunt Stats. You can name your different places. You name them yourselves, and you can keep your information for each individual place. So there you see how I've done it, this pool, in the history of me hunting it. I love that aspect of Hunt Stats. Get him.
Good shot.
I think that was Danny Boy crushed that one, I think.
Got that one.
No, that was Fumbles.
I wish we could get those big ones in.
Little green wing there. All right, real quick, for those of you that aren't great at identifying ducks, here's how you can tell this is a green wing. Look at its chest and stomach. I'll go back a little bit farther. Look at its chest and stomach here. You can see a flash that is an identifier. I don't know if I can pause it on it or not. Well, here it comes. Boom, there. See that? You can see this in the air. Blue wings do not have this white patch there. So when you see a bird blindside it to you that's that small, you automatically know that that's a green wing. That's a key identifier. Widgeons will have that too, but they're bigger. And they've got a tail. With every duck, there's a key identifier. Whiff. Now, guys, I want to talk to you about shooting out of a layout boat really quickly for teal. Shooting out of a layout boat for teal is really, really difficult, especially when they're coming right fast in your face like that and they're not actually settling in the decoys. So if you watch on this pass, you know, they're buzzing right into you and you're trying to give them an opportunity to actually land. And so then when you pull up to shoot, they're like scattering. So it makes shooting very, very difficult at a layout boat on teal unless they're settling right in. Watch. There you boom, you sit up and bam, they're scattering. And you can't rotate your body left to right as fast in a layout. So once you get up and they start pulling quickly to the right or the left, that rotation is very difficult. Teal hunting out of a layout boat is really hard. Unless they're settling right into the decoys.
There we go.
Like this pass here where Fumbles and I both shot one each.
Go.
It's becomes once they are settling in, feet down, they become extremely easy.
Shot it.
I think I do another replay of this one here. Fumbles on the left. I killed the one on the right. They kind of look like those monkeys, flying monkeys on Wizard of Oz a little bit. That's what Ben from Foul Front mentioned to me when he saw them, and he's right. They do kind of look like those flying monkeys from Wizard of Oz. Widgeon. Oh, let me real quick show you the identifier here for the widgeon. I showed this on a different hunt as well. First key is the white. They're not fluent flying like blue wings. They're a little bit bigger than blue wings. And even from this distance, you can see that white and the breast right there. But then there's another one. If I can get it. Look at the length of the tail. See the tail? See the tail? See the tail? You're only going to get a longer tail like that on several different puddle ducks, widgeon and wood ducks. So when you get the white breast with the tail, a little longer tail, that's widgeon. See right there. White breast, tail, widgeon.
Well, this action's been pretty fast right now. I've got 4 Dan's got 4. Phone that says 3. And we did not, these birds were not here yesterday. But man, there was just so much quick action, so fast on us, that couldn't even hardly think. But it died down like that. So I don't know. There's been some mallards circling, some widgeon. It's just now about 10 minutes after sunrise.
Early season teal, it can be like that. It can be amazing the first hour, and then it can literally just completely shut down like someone flipped a switch.
4 for 14, so that's not where I want to be. I want to be about 4 for 8,
Yeah,
4 for
14
7.
sucks.
So I have not shot very well. You know, there's one group in here on the whole thing.
It's them and us.
One group of 4
A couple hundred yards
on this
away.
whole little pool. So almost no one over here. Beautiful little place. Well, that is my 5th, and I've got 1 lost.
Pretty big deal.
Good girl, Liz. Good girl.
Sweet dog.
No sluicing?
I don't know what those were.
Because you wanted to totally screw your shooting percentage? That's a terrible shot. Oh.
I don't know what these are. Not teal, I don't think. Blue wings. Whiff.
Well, we're still going at it here. We're at 12 still. Keep trickling of birds. We'll give it a little more time and see if we can scratch a few more out. I don't really think anything else to do anyway. Yeah.
So cool when the blackbirds go in waves like that. It's almost like schools of fish in the ocean. If you've never seen it, the camera can barely handle it.
Well, that's it for us. We
Very
ended up with,
cool to see.
15 ducks, 2 of them lost, so 13 in the boats, and we lost 2. So we had a really great time. I didn't think we'd shoot this many today from the scouting yesterday.
Look at that beautiful prairie marsh.
Beautiful little Kansas prairie marsh.
Yep, sure is.
Nothing like a Kansas prairie marsh, right, guys?
It is.
When I've been chased by a demon hound, Lord, I just can't be satisfied, no, 'cause never have I found another like you.
So there you have it, one of my favorite videos, especially teal videos of FDH. I hope you're enjoying these. Guys, if you want to help me out, hit that subscribe button. You know, it really, really does make a difference and help. Over 50% of the people who watch these videos aren't subscribed. So if you've yet to subscribe, please go ahead and do that. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you want to get a hold of me, you can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Reach out to me, message if you'd like to. Love talking to you guys. Hope to see you on the next one.